Alright, so good morning. You're having coffee with Miss Coco. I'm sipping on something wonderful. And you know what that is? You hear that? That's the sound of a good brew. I'm sitting here and I'm having my coffee, and I thank you for having your coffee with me. I thank you for sitting with me. I thank you for being with me. I'm very appreciative of that. I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful for that. I thank you for tuning in to listen to me. Because I'm nobody, but you still took time out, which is a valuable thing, to hear what I have to say while I'm drinking on my cup of coffee. I'm going through a lot, but I'm just trying to be positive. I'm just trying to take one day at a time. I'm just trying to be grateful. I'm trying not to focus on the past, but live in the present and live in the moment so I can have a better future. I say what I want to say. I say what I'm thinking. I say what's on my mind. Not just because I want to share it with you, but maybe you could learn something from it, even if it's of what not to do through me. So, but if you learn something of what to do with your life, or with your situation by what I did or what I didn't do, then that's a good thing too. To be blessed with lessons so you could show somebody else and you could be a blessing to them. So you could show them through you what to do or what not to do so they could be a better person than they used to be. So they can make the change, the positive change that they want to be in their life. A lot of times when I'm going through stuff, I just want to keep it to myself. Because I don't like to bring my problems or burdens to anybody, because that's not positive. And I wouldn't want to show certain people certain things because I don't want them to see things in my life that I'm going through and I don't have the answer to. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to solve it. But I still keep a smile on my face even though chaos is going around. Everything else I wouldn't want you to see, because I wouldn't want you to pick it up and then do it and think it's okay. I guess I'm talking to the young people. The only thing that I could show you of what to do in situations that are chaotic for me, when something is bad in my life, when hell is going on in my life, when chaos is going on in my life, the only thing I can show you how to do is smile. But I can't even show you that right now because I haven't been smiling. But I don't see a point in being a realist anymore. Yes, I want to be real. Yes, I want to tell it like it is, but I don't want to be so real that I'm talking about the bad all the time, that I'm so petty, pessimistic about everything, because I don't want to motivate you to be a realist in that manner, pessimistic. I want to give you hope. I want to give you inspiration. But I guess that's the only way that people can get inspiration, is to see the good and the bad. Because we're humans. You look at a movie of somebody's life, and what if they only showed the good? Nobody's just going through their life and everything turned out the way they wanted to be at the end because of the all the goods. They had to have the bads too, so they could be good, so they could be great. They had to go through the bad so they could figure out how to be themselves. You have to go through the good and the bad. That's the part. You have to go through the good and the bad. That's what it means to be in life and living it. Going through the good and the bad. And when you're trying to be you, when you're trying to be great, when you're trying to be good, you have to understand that everything's not going to turn out good. You're not perfect, so you're going to make mistakes. How can you not be perfect and then you think you're not going to go through anything bad? So I'm just trying to get through the thick of it. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to use my time, the best way to use my skills, the best way to use my gift, because I know I'm not the only one out there who work hard every day, who are creative, who love the Lord, who struggle with things, who want to have a relationship with Christ, but they have a lot going on. And some days they feel very close to God like me. Some days I feel very close to God. But then some days I feel so far away. Like God don't even want to see me. Like he don't even want to hear nothing I have to say. That he don't care that I love him. And even though that I'm not perfect, I'm trying to be out here and get people to love him too. But I'm looking at myself and I wonder, like, am I doing, even though I'm trying to be me while trying to please him, while trying to please people, while trying to please the world, it's like it's a lot of pleasing going on. And so I'm just trying to step back through all the good and the bad and figure out what is the right way. And not just the right way for me. I know I can't be the only one going through what I'm going through. I feel like the right way is solid. And we have to follow them rules that are solid. But we have to figure out the rules for our life that's best for us. We have to figure out who we want in our life, who we don't want in our life, who is meant to be in our life, who is not meant to be in our life. We need to figure out what it means to have self-worth. Yes, we may love people, but we have to figure out how to love ourselves, because if we're not loving ourselves right, then how we going to love somebody else? How you gonna really know what love is? How you gonna love your neighbor when you don't even love yourself? How you gonna take care of somebody else when you don't even know how to take care of yourself? I know those are things that I need to figure out. How about you? If you have everything figured out, or a lot of things figured out, because I'm gonna just be honest, I don't think nobody has everything figured out. But if you have a lot of things figured out, I would like to know. I would like to know. I just don't want to be around things and people that don't serve me anymore when it comes to being who I need to be in a positive light, when it comes to my body, when it comes to my mind, when it comes to my soul, my spirit. I just don't. And I don't want to feel bad, because I don't want to feel bad, and I don't want to be around anybody that makes me feel bad, because I don't want to be the person that I used to be. I don't want to be people pleasing all the time, but I love people. And when I say but, I'm saying like, no, I don't want to be people pleasing all the time. I don't want to be people pleasing anytime, honestly. I don't want to be people pleasing anymore. If it needs to be said, then I want to be one of the ones that say it. I have to do what is best for me. I don't want nobody around me who don't value me, who don't see no value in me. I don't want nobody around me who jealous of me, but then smile in my face like they love me. I don't want nobody around me who say they love me, but then every time I turn around, every reality is shown that they want to break me in pieces and tear me down, just to build me up and tear me back down again, so they can feel validated, so they can say that they made me. Nobody made me. God made me. God made me. And I'm over here trying to figure out everything. I'm over here just trying to figure out everything. I want to be a good person. I want to be a good woman. I want to still strive every day like I always have been, and how I'm always going to do to be the best woman that I can be. If a man and a woman join together in union and marriage, I believe that they should have certain roles. And people, like nowadays, where we're in a new time, we're in a new era, the roles of the relationships when it comes to man and woman is different now. So tell me what those things are. Well, we don't know, just okay, but you want to throw away all the other things that work. Yes, a lot of things didn't work. Yes, the way men and women do relationships maybe only been around for a few centuries, but we've been trying to figure out things with man and woman for over like 3,000 years. And we got a few solid things figured out within the past few centuries. And the things that do work, I don't want to throw them away just because a lot of people don't agree with them or have the self-control to stick them out. But don't throw away something just to tell me we're going to wait for the next best thing, and you don't even know what the next best thing is. You're waiting for it just like I am to see what it really is going to be. And you just have hope. Is hope enough? When it comes to that, hope is a powerful thing. It's a great thing to have in a lot of regards. But I don't want to have a hope in utopias, because for me, utopias is just a field of lies. Okay? It's just a field of lies that doesn't really last long and will end up making you see the reality of things really quick. Because if you think there's going to be a day where everything is going to be perfect, especially without God, I really don't know what to tell you. And I really don't know if I can sign up for that. I'm not perfect. I don't do everything that God would want me to do, but I strive to be in a certain light when it comes to having a relationship with Him. I'm not religious. I'm somewhat religious. I'm not wholly religious. I'm not wholly religious. I'm not all the way religious. I'm somewhat religious, only because I do try to be a structured person. And religion religion can have structure to things that we don't see in the spiritual life, in the spiritual realm, in the intangible. When it comes to God, because we don't see God, we just see His works. And I feel like a lot of reasons why people don't believe in God is simply because He's not a tangible God, because you don't see Him. But like I said before, once again, just because you don't see Him doesn't mean that He's not there. Just because He's not giving you the things that you want doesn't mean that He's not doing things for you. Doesn't mean that He's not giving you mercy and grace despite of how you feel about Him, and despite of the things that He sees in us that He's not really happy about. And just because you're more in control of your life than others doesn't mean that you're in control and that you order all your steps and God is not in control. You're not in control. When you think you're in control, you're not in control. Because guess what? You're not in control. God is in control. And I don't think I'm better than anybody. I know myself that I don't do everything that God wants me to do, but I'm not finna do everything that you want me to do. I would rather do more of what He wants me to do than to do everything that you want me to do. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do that. Because yes, I make mistakes, but I have my own autonomy. I'm not perfect. Yes, I make mistakes. Yes, I sin. Yes, I fall short from the glory of God every day, every single day. 1,000 ways in 1,000 days I mess up. And some days I feel like I'm real close to God when it comes to my relationship with Him, and then there are some days where I feel so far away, where I feel like He not even looking at me. He don't want nothing to do with me. He ashamed of me. I'm not making Him happy. And so, but it doesn't take away from the fact, yes, I do feel some days like I don't make Him happy. I don't make Him happy because there are some things that I struggle with, just like everybody else. I don't like not being perfect, but I'm human at the end of the day, so I'm gonna sit up here and not like being human. I cannot like being human because that's who God made me to be. So I have to tell myself I can't get mad if I make a mistake, because God knew I was going to make a mistake. And I can't soak in, oh, well, I cut somebody out today when I knew I shouldn't have cussed them out. God don't love me. I sit down and I gripe every day about everything. I gripe all day about everything. God doesn't love me. I wasn't grateful. I didn't want to forgive that person because they hurt me today. God doesn't love me. But He does. He does love me. Because I will prove that He loves me, because every day I wake up and He gives me another day. Every day that He breathes life in my body, it shows that He loves me. And He sees in me enough to give me another day to breathe new life in me again. Not because I'm worthy, because I'm not worthy at all. I'm nobody. I'm not special. I'm just like everybody else, but He breathed life in me, something new. He gives me a day that I've never seen and a day that I would never see again, for me to be a tool to be used for the upbuilding of His kingdom, for His will, for His plan that He has for me to do His purpose. I mess up a lot of times, just like everybody else. But I don't try to soak in it when I mess up. I don't just accept it. Well, this is who I am. This is who I am. No. I see it for what it is. And I don't just feel bad. I try to move in a way a little every day, even if I'm crawling, even if it's just baby steps, to try to do better, to repent, and try to have a better life so people can see that it's possible. Because when you make mistakes in life, you can't do everything in the dark. Even when you make mistakes in life, sometimes your mistakes are a light. Sometimes your mistakes are a light to show people what not to do, or to show people like, yes, Jessica did this, Jessica didn't do that, Jessica went through this. Maybe you didn't make a mistake. Maybe life just dealt you a messed up hand. Maybe life just met, and a lot of things you went through wasn't your fault. but you was built for a lot of things, and so God chose you to go through it so you could be able to show people how to get through things that they might not be built for. But if they look at you and learn not to do things that you had to go through, then they won't have to go through it, because they learned the lessons of what not to go through you, because you taught them, because you had enough love to tell them, hey, don't do this. Sometimes that's why it's important to respect elders, because elders, old people, they went through a lot of stuff so you wouldn't have to go through it. And all you do is sit up there and talk about it. They old. Well, they had to go through life to get to be 70 years old, 80 years old, 90 years old, 100 years old. And that's all you see is age and wrinkles. But you don't see wisdom. You don't see survival. You don't see experience. These people who are older than us, the ones who are good, especially the older people who have a relationship with God, they know what it means to sacrifice. They know what it means to be a good man. They know what it means to be a good woman. They know what it means to raise up a family. They know what it means to take care of children. They know what it means to go to work every day. They know what it means to make something out of nothing. They know what it means to have faith in God. Because they probably had less than what we had. And so I just want to be around solid people. I don't want nobody mobbing me into doing something that I don't want to do. I don't want to be being community man, community woman. I don't want to be out in the streets sleeping with everybody, sleeping around with everybody. I don't want to listen to you and confide in you about garbage. I don't want you coming to me, talking to me about how you want to cheat on your man, how you want to cheat on your woman, how you don't want to be with your husband or your boyfriend or your wife or your girlfriend. Don't come to me with that unless you're trying to figure it out, because that was your decision to be with them. And if you say you love them, you should try to figure it out. You should try to figure it out. Unless it's something really, really drastic. Like they knocking the mess out of you and you going to work or something with black eyes or something. Or other drastic things that are unhealthy. And I really don't want to get into that. But you need to just try to figure out, not try to do tick for tack, and try to use hurt to heal hurt, because that's not going to work. I don't want you coming to me, trying to confide in me about you wanting to commit adultery or infidelity, because I don't want to be a part of that. I'm not finna be cheering for you with the pom-poms on the side. You want me to be on the side, you want me to be on the side. I'm not going to be on the side. You want me to be cheering for you, you want to come confide in me about some foolishness. You want me to be cheering for you on the side with the pom-poms like I'm cheering for the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna do it. You're not gonna mob me into doing something that I don't want to do. I don't want to sit around. I don't want to go to parties. I don't want to smoke all day. I don't want to drink all day. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to be somewhere where I don't want to be. I don't want to be somewhere that's not meant for me. I don't want to hang around people that don't feel solid to me. I don't want to be around people where I don't feel love or something don't feel right to me. I don't want to be around people that say they value me, but they really jealous of me, or they trying to break me down every chance that they get, or only want to build me up so they can say they made me. So I want someone around me that I can call my friend. I want somebody around me that I can call my love, that I can call family. And when I say these titles, I truly know that, and they know the same for me. I want the feelings and the actions to be mutual and reciprocal. And I don't want to be around nobody that can't be accountable for their actions and say sorry when they know they did something wrong, especially when it comes to hurting me or hurting me to the core, but or betrayal or something like that. If I want to move on, let me move on. But if you want to heal things with me, it has to be the right way, not the way you want it to be, not in a way that benefits just you. So I love everybody. I thank you for listening to me. I thank you for tuning in today. And you know what I want you to do. You were sitting here with me. You were having coffee with Miss Coco. But you know what I want you to do when you go out today. I want you to be you. Be great. Be good. Until next time, darling.